welcome to another episode of Regular Beer Reviews, where regular doesn't refer to the beers reviewed, but to the reviewer, myself. I'm Jesse, and today I'm going to be reviewing a beer I have had before, many times. This is Hoegaarden. Hoegaarden is a Belgian wheat beer, or wheat It is from the Hoegaarden brewery, out of Hoegaarden, Belgium. Beer Advocate gives this beer an 86, which is very good, and that's with 3,216 ratings. Rate Beer gives it a 93 overall and a 99 for the style, and the Bros give it an 82, which is good on their scale. The ABV is 4.9%, and the availability is year-round. Now, again, it's an unfiltered Belgian wheat beer. It's a white wheat beer, and it's brewed with coriander and orange peel. Now, I've had many beers that are brewed with coriander and orange peel, and none of them can quite do it. I mean, this has to be the best by far that I've ever had, but we'll get into that with the review here. So, I'm going to pop the top there. A little bit of smoke. A little bit. I actually do have the Hoegaarden hexagonal glass. It says on the bottle, it actually gives instructions on the back there on how to pour it and everything, and it says to rinse and then freeze the glass, but I've had it that way, and I prefer just regular. I prefer to not freeze the glass. Usually I only like a chilled glass if I'm drinking a really shitty adjunct lager. So I'm going ahead and get this poured. Now, like with any wheat beer, especially when they're unfiltered, you want to leave just a little bit in there, swirl it around, get all that sediment. That's where all the flavor's at. Top it off, and it gives you a nice creamy head. Actually, you can see through the bottom there. You see I got all the stuff off. Now that is very hazy. Definitely see light through there. You can kind of see my hand a little bit, but certainly you can't see any lines or any definition at all. Got a nice one finger, very creamy white, snow white, as white as can be head. Very hazy, light, pale straw color. Can't really see. I mean, it's moderate carbonation. I can see little bubbles streaming here and there, but it's so hazy. It's hard to even see that. So let's go ahead and get a nose on this. Definitely pick up on the coriander. Definitely picking up on the orange peel. It's very sweet. It's very floral. Picking up on the wheat. Most definitely just that kind of sweet, very mild, malty breadiness, very mild. Slightly spicy, picking up a little bit of black pepper, I'd say. It smells very good. So, I'm going to go on ahead and jump into Hoegaarden. So good. It's very floral in flavor. I mean, when I was a kid, we used to, growing up in the South, there are magnolia trees everywhere, and when early in the summer, late spring, when these flowers bloom, we would climb up in the trees really high to see who could get flowers down. And the smell of magnolias, that's how this tastes. It's just so fresh, and I mean, just the memories of it is so vivid in my mind when I taste this. That's what it reminds me of. It's like a magnolia. It's really, really good. Picking up that sweet kind of malt, somewhere mid palate. On the front of the tongue, though, get a little bit of that kind of a zing. Very citrusy from the orange peel. Those black pepper flavors, kind of spiciness, like right there, just after the orange peel, kind of peaking right before the maltiness. Coriander is definitely in there. Very, very mellow. Very herbal. Slightly grassy, but in a good way. Excuse me. It's not overly carbonated. Has a good mouthfeel. Right where it should be for a VPL. Really, really tasty, really refreshing. Almost reminds me of like a lemonade or something. It's a very, very, very good beer. I would give this beer an 8 out of 10. If you see it and you've never had it, pick it up. It's a really good beer. It's definitely different. Like I said, there's a lot of beers out there that have coriander and orange peel. Pretty much anything from Shock Top is brewed with coriander and orange peel, and none of them can even touch this. The one that's probably closest is their wheat IPA, which honestly, it's not an IPA by any means, but it's actually really good beer. Excuse me, and it tastes the kind of spice profile is kind of similar to this. It's definitely not as good, but excuse me, if you can't find this and you just want to get an idea of what the flavor profile's like, and you see the the Shock Top Wheat IPA, pick it up. You'll get an idea. Again, though, it's not as good as this. I mean, this is a really, really good beer. Belgian white wheat beer, unfiltered, brewed with coriander and orange peel, and I mean, it's just delicious. Oh man. So again, 8 out of 10 for the Hoegaarden. The Hoegaarden, Hoegaarden, I don't know honestly. The Hoegaarden white wheat beer. If you want to get the glass, I think you can order them online. I got this one from, I took a tour of the Budweiser plant here in Jacksonville, and in the gift shop, because they distribute Hoegaarden, they actually had the hexagonal glasses, and I had been drinking it for a few years before then. So when I saw the glass, because on the bottle, as I said, it shows you right there. It tells you to use the hexagonal glass, and I never had the glass. So when I saw the glass, I was like, I gotta get it, and I went out right after that, bought a 6-pack of Hoegaarden. So if you see it, definitely pick it up. It's a really good beer. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's a pretty damn good. Thanks for watching. Keep watching for more reviews. Post.